was August 13th of 2004. The way I was feeling weeks before that is just not good. I didn't have any oxygen. And when I woke up on that day, I had bruises all over my body. So we went to the doctor, you know, even though I was walking with a cane at that time and could barely walk, I was still against going to the doctor. Yeah. So we finally went and had a blood test, and I said, okay, let's go, and you know, everything will be fine. And we arrived home that few hours later. The hospital called us back and said, go to emergency right now. I had returned from an unclimbed peak in the Himalayas. I just did the first ascent of this peak, and I thought that my lack of oxygen, I felt like I was just stuck at altitude. So when they showed me the blood results and what was happening, I just didn't believe him. He started to explain that he thought I had what is called aplastic anemia, no blood production. And the whole time I thought, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, you know. Just total denial. I was pretty much devastated and didn't want to go into that devastation. Been guiding 15 years in the Himalayas, so I was in just perfect shape. I thought there's no way this could be happening. After the third day, I was just like, you know, I could either go down this road of the poor me and probably not survive this, and then something snapped, and I just chose to be like, okay, let's just accept it now and get on with the next journey. So I kind of decided at that point, on the third day, to treat it like a long expedition, and that's kind of what I did. So when I arrived at the SCCA, we were full on bone marrow transplant. And at that time, I was like, let's go for it, you know. I was tired of working without oxygen. It's a mixed journey, you know. It's really, there was a lot of gifts within the illness. I mean, just the gift of being present is amazing, and seeing how fragile life is, family and friends becoming closer. There's hundreds of gifts within it, and that is the best advice I could give, is just to treat it as positively as possible. Laugh as much as you can during it, joke about it, keep your body moving, keep your body moving. I remember at one point I was in front of the SCCA crossing the street. I could barely make it across the street this day, and another fellow, she was going through chemo, she was bald, she had lost her hair, and she just came up in the middle of the street and grabbed me, and we both just started crying because she could barely make it across the street, and we helped each other across the street, and then that was it. But there's days where you can't even, you know, move. Hopefully, you know, people will have some inspiration with these stories and know that there's a positive end. Heading back for my 26th season in the Himalaya, so I'll leave in 2 weeks.